had a dream about pig people. So they look just like humans, except they had ears that look like pig ears, and they had snouts that look like a pig's snout. And I was inside this incredibly busy restaurant, and it was absolutely full. And they were all ordering what looked like to be about the same thing. It looked like this like gargantuan piece of lasagna, sort of. It kind of looked a little bit like with less sauce, maybe more pasta. It was hard to describe. And they would bring it to the tables, and they would just devour it. And this restaurant was absolutely filthy. It was absolutely messy, and it didn't look pleasant to be in at all. Um, I got the sense like this was completely normal to these people. Like this was nothing out of the ordinary whatsoever. And I just kept watching the waiters going back and forth, and these pig people just being absolutely overjoyed to to devour this dish that looked all the same. And so then I found myself at another location. I was walking down the street, and the street was interesting actually. So it reminded me of this like row housing where all the houses kind of look the same in a row, where they all have kind of the same shape and the same color. And usually they're made out of brick. Like this is pretty common in the East Coast or in the UK, where you would see a street all lined up with these like identical houses attached to each other, except these were white and they were made out of wood. And they had these kind of odd looking circular and cylindrical shapes. It didn't look very earth like in a way, but it was. It was different. But I don't really know how to explain how it was different. All I know is that I was walking down this narrow street, and these white houses were there, and the street was also absolutely filthy. So I knew I was still in Pigland, and I just kept walking, and I noticed this event to the right of me, and there was an audience. It was like a stadium, and there were cars, and so they were racing or something. So the purpose of this was to have the cars try to get through mud or something. But it didn't really look like mud. It kind of reminded me more of quicksand. And so they had a car that looked like a four-wheel drive. It somewhat reminded me of Demolition Derby, which I have seen. And they would like speed up and they would try to drive as fast as they could across the quicksand and try to get to the other side. And I saw cars succeeding in doing that, and other cars just getting stuck in the mud and being swallowed up by the quicksand. And I just kept watching this, and this pig cop or a pig guard came up to me, and I know that doesn't sound right now that I think of it. But it's not in a derogatory way. You already know that. So anyway, he came up and he kept telling me, "You're not welcome here. What are you doing here? Why are you watching us?" And I'm like, "What?" And like, just kept telling me to leave. And so, so I ended up. The next thing I know, I'm just waking up. But it's just a silly dream. Like I'm just happy I finally had a dream I can remember. Like, it's just become a rare occasion, and I'm just happy to even share a dream at all. So basically, my next video, I'm gonna tell you guys about a really strange experience I had with a person who claimed to be a targeted individual, and had a long discussion with him in person. And it was quite strange, especially since something did happen while I was around him. So stay tuned for that. I'll probably come out with that tomorrow or something. So take care.